Hey everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. I have here a new pen and ink day. Yay! Okay, so I got these from AliExpress, and it was actually the same vendor on AliExpress. So these were packaged together, and they were purchased on March 5th, and they arrived today, March 16th, and I was so happy with how well they were packaged. I'll show you the clip here. Very well packaged, lots of bubble wrap, and then even these were packaged in a separate bag, and then the Pilot Kakuno was in its own bag, which included the Con 40 converter, which I was not expecting. So yay! Pilot Kakunos don't normally come with a converter. But anyway, this new Pilot Kakuno is from their new Drowsy or Madoromi, if I'm saying that correctly, Madoromi series. And then this ink is the new Syun-Gyo series that was released with two other inks, the Rika and the, oh my gosh, I cannot remember the name of the other one. I will post it here once I figure that out. But I saw this on many YouTube channels and really wanted to get it, but I didn't want to get the big bottle, and I was very happy when the 15 milliliter bottle came out on AliExpress. So let's go ahead and open these two. I'll do a quick writing sample with this and then do an ink swatch with this as well. So with the Pilot Kakuno, if you're not familiar with these do come in this box, and let me just open that here. I'm always afraid of opening these because I'm very clumsy. But I just realized my nails match. But yeah, with the Pilot Kakuno, that comes with, oh, I'm not a fan of the sticker being on there, but I will take that off. And then it comes with a cartridge with black ink, but I won't be using that. But the Pilot Kakuno comes with a steel nib. This one is gold plated, and this is in a fine, but I love the Kakunos because they have that little smiley face on them. How cute. I'm just going to remove this sticker here. Give me one sec. Perfect. Sticker removed gracefully without any issue. So in this series, I believe there are 4 pens in total. There's the white, the light blue, the regular blue, the brown, and the pink. Oh, so there's 5. There's 5, and it's called the Drowsy series, but these are the first in the Pilot Kakuno history that they're coming with gold-plated nibs. All the other ones are just the steel, and Pilot Kakuno has come up with different series and different colors over the years, which have all been lovely, but I really like this dusty pink series. I was really tempted to get the brown, but the more that I looked at it, the more that I felt like it looked more gray purple rather than brown. And I thought, you know, if I'm going to choose one, because I don't need to buy them all, really don't need to buy them all, and even for the price point, I really don't need to buy them all. I got this off of AliExpress for 30 Canadian dollars, and that included shipping as well. So a little bit more expensive than your regular Kakuno, but it did come with the converter, and this converter normally can be, I'm guessing I'll look now. If you're getting this off of Amazon, it can be $10 Canadian. I'm looking on Wonder Pen's website right now, it's $9.50. So a little bit more of a premium price for this, but you do get the Con 40 converter with that. Now, I'm not a fan of the Con 40 converter because even when you use it, it's so hard to get a full fill on this unless you're syringe filling it. And then it's really not even a huge ink capacity. What I normally use in a Kakuno, and it fits really well in here, is the Con 70 converter. So this one is a push fill versus the piston fill. And you can see the difference between the two, the ink capacity in these. Now, some people would find this a little bit harder to clean out, but I actually just take a syringe or blend tip syringe and clean it out that way. So, I mean, there's 2 different choices there. If you like to change your inks pretty regularly, then Con 40. But if you want to have more ink in there, the Con 70 fits really well into the Pilot Kakuno. So I'm just looking at this soft pink here. It looks more pink in real life versus camera. I think on the camera it looks a little bit more muted, but I really love that finish. I really like that. It really suits the dusty pink aesthetic that I really like. I know some people as well, when they get the Kakuno, they put the Kaweco clip on here to add a little bit extra, but I actually like it the way that it is. So if you're not familiar with the Pilot Kakuno, I'm just going to do a quick size comparison, a little check on the weight, and then I will do a quick writing sample, and then I will do the new ink swatch of the Pilot Iroshizuku Syun-Gyo. Right, so here is the Pilot Kakuno, and then comparing it to some other pens that I have in my collection. We've got the TWSBI Eco, so you can see how much bigger the TWSBI Eco is compared to the Pilot Kakuno. Now, I don't have a lot of less expensive pens. Most of my pens are in the higher price range, but I'll compare it to a Lamy 2000. I'll also compare it to a, where is it now? My Jinhao 10. So in terms of price points, yes, that one is going to be a little bit higher, but price points, the Jinhao 10 and the Pilot Kakuno are actually pretty similar in terms of price points. And then if you're just looking at the grip section, I actually find the grip section in the Pilot Kakuno pretty comfortable. And I'm comparing it to a Lamy, Lamy 2000, and there's ink on there. But in terms of the way that I hold my pen, I actually find this quite comfortable. There is a bit of a triangular grip there, not as much as on a TWSBI Eco T or on a Lamy Safari, but there are some, don't know if you can see that, there are some facets there that kind of force that triangular grip, but not as hard or harsh as the Lamy All-Star. But really cute pen. Is it postable? Absolutely. And actually, it's a really lightweight pen. I would probably keep this posted as well because, like, look at how cute that is. Look at how cute. So let's go ahead and weigh this pen. All right, so this pen capped, very lightweight, 11 grams, and then uncapped, and remember this is without a converter, it is 8 grams. So that cap is really, really lightweight. It says 4, and then 7, and then 11. And then if we put it with the Con 70 converter, for example, that Con 70 converter is 5 grams on its own. So that actually adds a lot of weight. But then if we just put the Con 40 converter is only 2 grams. So again, you know, there's pros and cons to each of them, but I really like the Con 70 converter. So before I ink this up, I'm going to do swatches of Syun-Gyo. Oh my goodness. So after doing some quick research on Google Translate, I believe it is pronounced Syun-Gyo. Syun-Gyo. Okay, and if I'm getting that wrong still, I do apologize. So this is a new ink from Pilot, and I decided to only get this one and not the other two because do not need another blue or a yellow. And this one really appealed to me because it's either purple or brown or pink, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. So I'm going to swatch it in my Hobonichi A5 notebook. I'm also going to swatch it on Rhodia paper and my Wearingeul swatch card here. So let's go ahead and open that up. So these stamps are from Everyday Explorers Co., and I will leave a link down in the description below. But I love these 15 milliliter bottles because, ooh, look at that. So let's grab my, let's see here. Here we go. This is my Speedball B nib in the 0 size, and this is on my River City Pen Co. nib holder, and then my Kakimori steel nib. So, ooh, I'm excited. So I'm first gonna do, oh, I like that already so much. Oh my gosh. Just cleaning off my nib here. So pretty. Oops. Then let's do the line widths. And oh, I love it. Oh, I love that so much. So this is Pilot Iroshizuku Syun-Gyo. Oh, beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of Sailor Hara Hara, but I'll pull out my different colors to see. Now I'm going to take a small sample of this. I'm going to do a quick painting. I did not dip the paintbrush in the ink bottle, but I'm just going to paint my roses with it. I'm actually going to take some of this here and some of this here. This is my bigger brush. Why did I reach for the number 2? Oh gosh, needs a tad bit more water. Not my best rose. Oh, and it's so interesting to see an ink once you've added a little bit of water to it. And this is definitely going to be lighter than what you would normally see when writing with it. But that's lovely, really, really lovely. So I've swatched this ink in my little A5 binder here that has Tomoe River paper, and I love the way that it looks here. I put it in the purple category, but it's looking a little more brown purple. So I'm trying to find other purples that would look similar to it. I think that Birmingham Penco Brown Turkey Fig Twinkle was similar, but this one is a little bit more purple. Then we have nothing on that page that would really suit. Nothing on that page. Maybe I'd have to check in the burgundies or the reds to see. Nothing on that page. Oh, I can't flip papers at the moment. So, oops, sorry. Tasha Ume Murasaki. Ooh, this one though leans more brown than purple or pink. Then there's Yozakura, Pusier de Lune, Diamond Tyrian Purple is also a good, like this one is more red pink though. This one leans more brown. And, oh, no, not Roaring Clinton Opal Drove. I thought that the Robert Oster Coffee Monsters Code Day to Night is similar, but this is definitely more pinky purple. Birmingham Penco Waterfront Dusk is more purple. This looks more reddish brown when compared to that. Then the one that I thought it looked most similar to, Sailor Shikiori Harahara, but this one is definitely leaning more purple and this one is more red when you compare them. So really interesting to look through them. Now I want to go through my, I guess, reds or burgundies to see if there's anything in here that looks similar. Maybe I've classed it wrong. But let's go to the browns and see if there's any inks in the browns that might look similar to this. Now that I put it next to the browns, it looks more pink. So there isn't really anything that's popping out that looks similar to that. Oh, no. These are more pinky browns too. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope. Nope. Yeah, really interesting. The inks that I thought it reminded me of, not so much. So yeah, I put it in the purple category because I feel like it would be the most similar. But oh, now that I put it next to Muddy Wine, it's a darker version of Muddy Wine. Then, yeah, interesting. Really, really interesting. So what are your thoughts on Pilot Iroshizuku Syun-Gyo? I really like that, and I really like how this turned out. So I wanted to swatch this first because I thought, why don't I ink this in my Pilot Kakuno? Let's do that now. So the more I thought about it, I was like, no, I really want to put a pink in here. And I looked at Sailor Yurimeko Kitsune Biori, and those two are a good match. Like, what do I actually still have? Possibly Teranishi Opera Rose. Gosh, there's some great matches in my pinks here. Oh, Waringo White Rabbit. Sailor Ink Studio 273. I'm leaning towards the Sailor Ink Studio 273. Okay, I think I'm going to do Sailor Ink Studio 273 in this. So this pen profile stamp is also from Everyday Explorers, and I will link her shop below. So, cutie patootie. Oh, why is that not? This really cute nib. So the brand is Pilot. Oh, yes. The model is the Kakuno. The nib is a fine. I love the Pilot steel nibs. And the color is Madoromi pink. And it is inked with Sailor Ink Studio 273, which I think is the perfect match. I am so glad I decided to get this Kakuno. I have always loved this model and I really love the new colors. The fine nib is like a Western extra fine, but it is so smooth and I cannot fault this pen. While inexpensive, it does look more luxurious than its counterparts. I'm just doing a few different line samples here. So the Pilot Kakuno Madoromi Pink, I really like this new series that Pilot has come out with. I love the colors and I'm going to stick to just one, but they are at a price point that is a lot more accessible for everyone. You can see my Con 70 converter in there. The particular retailer that I purchased this off of on AliExpress also included the Con 40, so that is a plus. That same retailer also sells the Pilot Syun-Gyo inks, so really I've had great experience with that particular retailer. Let's rearrange this here. So my new pen and ink day purchases, these are little birthday presents for myself this month. My birthday is coming up at the end of the month and I wanted to treat myself to something without going crazy. I'm trying to save money for the Chicago Pen Show coming up in May, but one thing I want to note that is some people would call the Pilot Kakuno a starter pen, and I've had a few people say that they don't like the term starter, and I can understand both sides of that, people not wanting to negate this to a starter pen because I'm not a starter fountain pen user, but I do love the Kakuno. I think the term starter really is meant to highlight how people just getting into the hobby, the pens that they are recommended to try when they're starting out. But the term starter pen is not meant to devalue or negate a pen at all. It just is a way to categorize a pen for anybody in their fountain pen journey. Now that I've been in this fountain pen journey for a few years, I would still class this as a starter pen, but I'd also class this as an inexpensive pen that I would love to go back to and would still keep in my collection. So that's just a side note there. All right, but that is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, you all have a great day.